What is up? It's me, Mr. B, and we're about to get crazy. I'm gonna explain to you why DVD is never gonna fucking die like it should. It's just one of those games that just is boring as shit, unbalanced as hell, and people still fucking go to it and play it every time new content comes out. And here's what the devs are thinking. They have numbers, hidden numbers we don't know about. They know everybody's hours on the game. They know everything. What they probably see is they increase the player base with new players every time new content comes out. Every time new content comes out, it becomes a little more unbalanced for the killer side of things for a reason. Because survivors like to stroke their own ego and pat themselves on the back a little too much. Now, if you are losing players that have, say, more than 100 hours on a regular, but they still bought your content, they still bought your game, and constantly new players, when they see, oh, it's a new Pinhead license, I always want to be Pinhead, like shit like that, that's when they come. And they don't want it to be easy for, like, they want it to be easy for new killers, yeah, but then once you get up there, they want the survivors to pat themselves on the back, because that's what keeps their game going. They're never going to change, they're never going to balance the game, because that wouldn't be profitable for them. Because if a new player comes into this game and gets absolutely wrecked, they're going to be like, fuck this shit, I don't want to play. And there's 4 survivors and 1 killer. But there's always going to be some killer out there that is just like, you know, attached to that fucking broken ass game, because it's actually more fun to play killer. You cannot say you have fun on survivor side. There's one objective, you hold one fucking button. But it's really fucking easy, and it's really easy to fucking win. So you get that sense of false accomplishment every time you play the fucking game once you find a decent team. And it's never going to die like that, because they don't care if they keep, like, people on the game. They know they're going to make their money back every time new content comes back. People are going to come back out. What people need to do is just let it die, dude. Just quit fucking buying into that fucking stupid game, man. There's been so many asymmetrical games that's been more fun. Friday the 13th, it was way more fun than fucking DVD. You can't tell me that fighting Jason is, which is like an objective, you actually kill Jason on that game. You can't tell me fighting back is less fun than holding one fucking button for a generator to get progress than running away when you get chased. They haven't added any new game modes. This game, for instance, is going to die too, just because that's just the rhythm of things. Like, unless they constantly bring out more content, which they're coming out with some in the summer, but I don't know if they're going to keep doing it, because the numbers are dwindling, and they might get scared off like most games do. But there's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different game types you can play, and that's excluding the tutorial. What you get on DVD is you get to play with your friends, or you get to play like solo, and that's it. And like, in 6 years, if that's all they come up with, I mean, the only thing that they're doing different is adding new content and appeasing simple-minded gameplay and new players. They don't care about the veterans at all. That does not make them the money. That's why it's never going to fucking die. And that's why you see the numbers skyrocket. People always go back, because a lot of the shit is their livelihood. They don't have fun on that game. That's just how they make money. The big content streamers keep the game going, and they say they tried this, for instance, then people are asking, what about DVD? And they're like, dude, DVD fucking sucks. Let it die already. But no, they have to go back to that stupid shit, or they're just not going to be a successful content creator anymore. Because that's all people want to see, and I don't understand why people like to watch people play that fucking boring ass game. There is one objective. They said there's not very many objectives on this, but DVD has one objective: degenerates get out. This game has like 6 or 7 different objectives per match. Resident Evil Resistance, it had 6 or 7 objectives per match, and different tiers you had to do per match. It died too. Friday the 13th, you could get away in car, phone, killing Jason, boat. There's so many different things you could do, and you could interact with the killer and fight him. Like, I get it, it did, that licensing thing kind of fucked it up, which I wish it never did, but they're never going to balance DVD. I wish people would just let that fucking game die so we get out of, like, more people playing Resident Evil Resistance, more people playing this. This is a brand new fucking game. It should be out. It's a more fun, too. If I play DVD, I can play one match, and I'm satisfied with realizing that it's still not any fun. Survivors are still overpowered, even when I win. I know I'm winning because it's just I got 3,000 hours on that stupid shit. But I mainly played Killer because it's more fucking fun. But it's not fun to lose every game. So I moved on because it's just one-sided for real. The devs know what they're doing. The only way this game's gonna fucking die is if people just quit fucking playing it and move on to another game, like the developer said. If you don't like it being unbalanced, play a different game. And they truly mean that because they don't care. They're gonna get new players every 3 months. And new people buying the game every 3 months, depending on the content. Like, you might have seen some really shitty fucking killers out there, but, like, they're even losing, like, ideas. The new killer is fucking stupid. I've saw him, I mean, it's just, like, a really dumb idea, and, like, it doesn't, like, look cool. It's just, like, some bullshit thrown together, and they add some new perks to make it new content, and people stroking their fucking ding-dongs on it. The game's... Now this game's kind of scared them a little bit, though, thankfully. Hopefully when this game's new content comes out, and they get more levels and stuff, DVD will die completely, but I doubt it. But this game scared them a little, so they're starting to ask the community what they want, which is a good sign, but at the end of the day, once they kill this game too, they're just going to go back to their old roots. You're not going to get balance. The game's never going to be fucking fun. It's going to be stressful. Do you have fun playing Dead by Daylight? I'm stressed out the whole fucking game. Killer's got to try too hard to win because it's fucking incredibly unbalanced, and they just resort to really shitty tactics. On the survivor side, I'm holding one fucking button unless I'm chased by the killer, which I only got a 25% chance to be chased by the killer, and even then, the experience is kind of shitty because I'm probably going to get face camped. So I'm not having fun on that side neither. You guys just need to let it die. Yeah, the veteran players, the content creators, quit making videos on it. It's a fucking trash-ass game. The game will never fucking be good. Though the game, on a gameplay stance, like 100 years from now, if people had to, like, say they had Friday the 13th, Evil Dead the game, Resident Evil Resistance, and Dead by Daylight. They'd play 3 minutes of Dead by Daylight, and then they'd turn to these games and they'd think these games are far superior just because they are more fun. Like, when I lose on this game, I have fun. It seems balanced. The other 2 games seem pretty balanced too. Resident Evil Resistance was kind of getting to a point where it was getting Dead by Daylight-ish, but I mean, and Friday, they kind of took away a lot of Jason's power. I hope they don't do that here because this game's balanced as fuck. Like, I never feel like I'm out of control if I have a good team at Survivor. And unless the killer makes a good play, I win. And as Demon, I win a lot. Like, but I know that's going to change, and I'm going to have to resort to actually skill when I play more meta teams. But this is, it just feels like even against good teams, I have a chance to win if I make a good play. And that's how it should be. It should be slightly survivor-sided, in my opinion, an asymmetrical game. They should have to make mistakes too. It's a 1v4. They should have to make mistakes, or you should have to make a good play to win. And I like that. I like the balance of this game. It's going to die. It's already fucking going to start dying. If people don't fucking get the fuck off that boring ass Dead by Daylight. And then the new Leatherface game that's coming out, it's going to have the same issues. Like, you're going to have very limited, like, killers, because it's only going to be one. It's going to be kind of like Friday the 13th. Like, it'll die too. They're all going to die compared to Dead by Daylight, because you have to make sure you don't get scared off by the drop in numbers of people switching to Dead by Daylight because you're a new game. You have to keep creating content or your game will die. And I hope that this game actually does that for once, because Resident Evil Resistance, it just said, okay, we're done making content. Because, I mean, there's just too many Dead by Daylight players. And then once the content stopped, people stopped playing it. I know there's some new things coming to this game, like this summer, and the sooner the better. We need to get these numbers back up, because Dead by Daylight's starting to get their numbers back, and we need to kill that fucking thing. I just want to be able to play something that's asymmetrical, that's balanced and different, and that you can actually have fun with. This is fun. It's not very stressful. I like games like that. And it's not brain dead. You actually gotta think to be able to win. That's what the problem. You don't have to think to win on Dead by Daylight, and you get that false sense of, oh yeah, stroking your ego, whatever, that you're so fucking good at a video game, when all you do is hold a mouse while someone ran a killer around very overpowered fucking loops. It's stupid. A very stupid concept. I don't know how it lasted this long. But I hope you guys understand how it works now. I don't see it ever dying, honestly. I really don't, because they're just gonna, like, Five Nights at Freddy, they're gonna bring the kids around one day. Like, that's a popular thing, and people will be like, oh, Dead by Daylight's back, I bet it's more balanced than ever. Have you seen the new killer perks? And then they come to find out it's trash too, and it's easily worked around. But I'm gonna play some of this good game while it's still relevant. And hopefully I get as many months out of it as I can before it also dies. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy this video and understand the game a little bit better, and I'll see you next time.